And many people have the mistaken notion that accounting and finance is black and white. There is a right answer and there's a wrong answer, and that's really, if it were ever true, it's no longer true. And so with so much uncertainty and ambiguity in our environment, I think judgment comes to the forefront as one of the critical characteristics of successful professionals.
So we talked about professional skepticism and professional judgment, which I think today is probably one of the most important topics for people to understand and really absorb and live in terms of how they practice accounting and auditing, because it's prevalent, it's everywhere.
The first step is identifying an issue, and if you make the wrong judgment on identifying the problem, then you're going to give the wrong answer to the problem, or you actually miss the big picture. So identification of a problem is a big thing, and your judgment comes in place.
You want to go in open-minded and being able to know that, okay, this is where I come from, but as well being open to listening to other people and not just hearing what they say, listening and taking their own opinions into what you've thought of and trying to mix and mingle that to come out with a very good judgment based on the topic.
It's very iterative. You know, you start out, you think you know the issue, you start to gather the facts, then you start to look at the literature, you realize you have to ask a couple more questions, you go back, ask a few more questions, you start learning a few more facts, or maybe oftentimes the facts change a little bit, and then sooner or later sometimes we're at like, well, wait a minute, let's just go, what do we think the issue is here? Because the facts sometimes change so much by asking those additional questions that you have a new issue.
Confirming evidence tends to be given more weight. It's human nature. That if we find evidence that agrees with our perception or a decision that we've made, we're likely to think, we've made it. And again, this is human nature. This is something that we kind of have to work to overcome. So again, hopefully you've kind of read through the case, you kind of know what the facts are. Limited information, clearly, but this is a real, live situation. I would ask you to, if your study group is here, get together with your study group, think about these 3 questions, and I will ask for your opinions. I hope that they see that there are professionals in the field who are dealing with these issues daily. Deloitte brings instant credibility to why we include this in our curriculum and why we think it's important that students reflect on and learn as much as they can about this topic while they're here.